All right, folks, this is question 24.26 in the back of the textbook. I'm going to answer for you the last three problems for that one. And the first one we're going to look at is that top one. And I see if I'm going to, first I'm going to count up the longest chain of carbons. So I got carbon 1, carbon 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I see there's a double bond between carbon 1 and 2 and 4 and 5, and there's a methyl group coming off of carbon 3. And I want to check, I want to make sure those are the right numbers, so let's count from right to left now in terms of our carbons. There's a double bond between carbons. If I use this as 1, this is 2, I'm counting backwards now, 3, 4, and 5. I have the same situation. I have a double bond between carbons 1 and 2, and then 4 and 5, and the methyl group comes off of carbon number 3. So it doesn't really change anything there. So I'm going to go with my first numbering of 1 through 5 left to right. So let's put the name right on this line here. So I'm going to work backwards. I like working backwards sometimes because I want to start with that longest chain. So it's going to be a pent. There's double bonds, so it's going to be an ene. That would be acceptable, just calling it pentene, but if there's two double bonds, you actually call it pentadiene. So it's a little different. And I'm going to number right before that where those double bonds are. So it's between carbons 1 and carbons 5. Oh, sorry, carbon 4, not 5. It's between 4 and 5. So it'd be 1, comma 4 pentadiene. And there's a methyl group, and there's a methyl group coming off of 3. So it's 3 methyl, 1, 4 pentadiene. The second one, I see in this case, if I go from left to right, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If I were to number them backwards, I see that I don't have any methyl-ethyl groups, and I only have a double bond in there. And I have a double bond, if I count from left to right, between 2 and 3. If I were to count from right to left, it would be carbons 3 and 4, where I have my triple bond, so I got to go left to right then. And I know it's between carbons 2 and 3, so I'm going to say 2. And 5 is going to give me, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, pent. And this one, because it's triple bond, it's YNE. So it's going to be, I'm going to get rid of that 2 there, put it too far in front. So it's a pentyne, and I'm going to say where that double bond is, which is 2. So it's going to be a 2-pentyne. And that's the answer for E. Now F's a little bit more complicated, and you see you have that circular, and this is called a benzene group, but because it's connected to a chain, we call it a phenol group. Kind of like taking methane and taking off an H, you call it a methyl group. You would think you would call it a bentyl group because it's a benzyl group, but it's called a phenol group. I'm going to take a look at my longest chain. My longest chain, if I count from left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If I count backwards, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, does that change anything? So if I count from left to right, I have my methyl group on number 2 and my double bond here between 4 and 5. Okay, so I've got a 3 and a 4 number. If I count from right to left, though, I have my double bond between 1 and 2, so it'll be a 1, and then the methyl group coming off of 3. So I'm actually going to go with that right to left numbering, and I'm going to get rid of my left to right there. So now I've got my 5 carbons, so again I'm going to go with pent. This is going to be an ene. There's only one double bond, and it's 1 pentene, but there is a phenol group here, so it's 3-phenol. or phenyl, 1 pentene. So that's how you name those. All right, for these, I'm going to look at the last, let's go with the last two. Hept. So hept tells me that I've got 7. Ene tells me I've got a double bond in there. 2 tells me that double bond is coming at carbon number 2. An ethyl group tells me I have 2 carbons and 5 hydrogens. Trans tells me that it's opposite, and I'll show you that in a second. And 4 tells me where that ethyl group is. All right, so I'm going to do so this is C now. So I'm going to go 7 of them. So I'm going to go carbon. There's carbon number 1, carbon number 2, double bond carbon number 3. Oops, sorry. Single bond 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is just going to be my rough draft because I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it, draw it up a little different in a second. I'm going to, so there's on carbon 2, maybe I'll do that in blue, just put a 2 there. There's an ethyl group on carbon number 4, which is right there, and I'm going to put my ethyl group in. I'm going to put it at the top. Now my ethyl group, I'm just going to write it in as C2H5. Now the trans part of this. What happens if I take this carbon here and if I just put it up here instead? So I'm actually taking a look at, so I'm going to get rid of that. So carbon moved up there. So I'm taking a look at where this double bond is right there, and that's I'm going to call it my horizon. So I see that both my carbon there and my carbons there for my ethyl group are both above that double bond. Or I could have taken that, and I'll just use the eraser now. I'll just take that carbon there, get rid of that as well. Let's put that carbon down at the bottom here. And there's carbon number 1. I probably should make it red. Carbon number 1. Okay, so now I see that my carbons of my beginning carbon, carbon number 1, is down at the bottom, and my ethyl group is above that double bond there. And if you think about how we can, another way of drawing this out, remember how I was saying we can zigzag some molecules here? So let's go zigzag. So we'll go single bond, there's my double bond, let's go single bond, so I got 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I'm going to draw this horizontal line in there again, and right now I see that carbon number 1 is above that line, so coming off of carbon number 4, which is right there, I'm going to put my ethyl group, and since it's trans, it's going to be on the opposite side of that line where that first carbon was. So C2H5. So that's what it looks like. And then D. Let's take a look at D pretty quickly. It's a butine, and it's a phenol group, and it's coming off of carbon number 3. So butine is telling me that there are, but is telling me that it's 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a triple bond, and I'm going to put that, since there's no number, right on carbon number 1. And coming off of carbon number 3 is a phenol group. And the way we draw the phenol group, it's pretty straightforward. We draw it as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6 sides, and you draw a little circle on the inside like that. So there's your triple bond between carbons 1 and 2, and there's your one triple bond between carbons 1 and 2 and the phenol group coming off of carbon number 3. So that's how you do that one.